Are you one of these folks who likes to haggle? Or are you more like me and really don't like doing that? That shopping for a new car kind of gives you the willies because you know that you're going to be pressured and that the sticker price isn't the real price. Well, I think all of us do various forms of bargaining in our lives, don't we? Maybe as simple as bargaining with the universe for 5 more minutes of sleep when the alarm goes off and we hit the snooze button. But when we bargain with the powers that be, when we think about God and God's will, we often don't think things will change when we use our heads, but our hearts tell us to ask anyway, don't they? That's what happened with Abraham when he heard that God's intention was to destroy the city of Sodom. Abraham started bargaining with God, saying, well, what if there were 50 righteous people? And when God recanted and said, okay, for 50 I won't destroy, then the real definition of chutzpah comes through. Abraham pushed it and got that number lower and lower. And remarkably, God continued to listen and recant, to change God's mind. What a remarkable lesson that is. That when faced with difficulties, or as is so typical when we grieve, when we're mourning, when we've experienced loss, to bargain, to make promises usually, isn't it? Oh God, if only you'll change this, I will do fill in the blank. Well, God knows our hearts, and God understands that we may not follow through, but something trumps all of that. That something is love. Because God, if nothing else, is love. And God's steadfast love for us means that God will never abandon us, never walk away, and most especially when we are suffering and experiencing loss, God will be with us. For God loves us, each and every one of us, madly.